What the hell is everyone's problem with Belal Muhammad? Belal Muhammad is currently the second best welterweight in the UFC, and everyone hates him. But why? Where does it all start?
For me, I said, man, you give me 8 weeks, I'm gonna beat John Jones.
And most importantly, is it justified? Spoiler alert, no! But we sure as hell are gonna see how far the rabbit hole goes.
La entrada penetra muy bien para buscar.
Leon Edwards. Now you're probably asking, Bubba, wait, what does he have to do with all of this? Everything. Leon Edwards is the current champ in the welterweight division in the UFC, and he has been on a tear, beating out fellow champion level welterweights such as Colby Covington, Kamaru Usman twice, and RDA. You can add Nate Diaz to that list if you want, I guess. But Rocky has shown all of his reasons as to why he holds undisputed welterweight gold. But the road he took there wasn't easy. After losing to Kamaru Usman in 2015 in their first matchup, this guy was fed some cans. Sure, you got Vicente Luque in there, he's pretty good. Donald Cerrone on his way out of the UFC. To be completely fair, he had a 3-fight win streak after he fought Edwards, but wouldn't get another win until he fought RDA in Submission Underground, which is not a UFC win, in case you were wondering. So, that doesn't really count. The point being is that the reason they weren't giving Leon these big fights, even with the winning streak he had, was because he was boring. He was a point striker, never looked for the kill, and never was considered a big personality from the UFC. And even if some of you agree with that, he has shown that he was a champion level fighter, but was restricted due to things that didn't involve the actual sport. Welcome to Bubba's Key Points. Here's some things to remember about Leon Rocky Edwards. First, was considered a point striker. Second, very boring personality according to a lot of MMA fans and the UFC at the time. And my last point, put through questionable matchups before being put up against good comp. Remember this. Alright, now let's get back to Belal Muhammad. Belal is currently the #1 contender in the welterweight division, as he has just accumulated over 9 wins against people like Damian Maia, Wonder Boy, and Gilbert Burns. So what's stopping him from fighting for the title? Well, it's just one word. Boring. Belal has seemed to rub the MMA community the wrong way due to his fighting style, as a lot of people would consider him a point striker, only fighting more aggressively if he's down in the cards. People also like to call him corny, for he's had some pretty interesting things to say in his career. Because of this, Belal has also had some interesting matchups, to say the least. After his loss to Jeff Neal in 2019, Belal fought some people that I'm not even gonna name. But for a 4-fight stretch, his best competitor was Diego Lima. Overall, Belal Muhammad isn't considered an interesting fighter, but yet he's the best matchup for Leon Edwards, besides Shavkat Rakhmonov, who I think is amazing, but I would love to see for Belal to fight Leon Edwards, and this is why. Welcome back to Bubba's Key Points. Here's a recap of what we know of Belal Muhammad. Is considered a point striker. Very boring personality according to a lot of MMA fans and the UFC. And most importantly, put through questionable matchups before being put against good comp. Now, does this sound familiar to you? Yes, because these are the exact same points that Leon Edwards had. And this is why I think it's the perfect matchup. Back in Leon Edwards versus Kamaru Usman 2, Leon Edwards was losing all 4 rounds. We all know the famous pep talk that his coach gave him. Let's get that sad edit in there.
My mother told me.
Come on, son.
Before she passed away.
Come on, Leon. Sing it.
When I'm
gone.
Don't forget to pray, 'cause there'll be hard times. Hard times. Oh, yeah.
Listen. You gotta get out now, Leon. You're too down. Come on.
Well, I soon found out I had a small.
Listen, stop feeling sorry for yourself. Well, come on then. What's wrong with you?
Who's always
then you gotta put another fire. Come on, Leon, man. You got it, man. Come on.
She
Come on now.
talking about hard times.
Do it again. Come on.
You know those hard better than I. Yeah, Lord, yeah. One of these days, there'll be no more sorrow.
Oh my God! Disputed welterweight champ! Leon, please describe what this feels like.
Can't put into words, Joe. It's been a long, long fight for 4 years. The old down to me said I couldn't do it. The old said I couldn't do it. Look at me now.
So beautiful and truly inspiring. Leon Edwards shared every common trait that Belal currently has leading up to that Kamaru Usman fight. Boring fighter, even more boring personality, and wasn't given the star moment. This brings me to my final thoughts. Belal Muhammad is up next, and everyone's sleeping. Leon versus Belal will be stylistically one of the best fights, and will offer Belal Muhammad to show us why this notion he has should be erased from our minds. Now, there is speculation that Leon versus Belal will be on UFC 300, but at the time of this video's making, it has not been announced. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Should Belal be next to fight welterweight champion Leon Edwards? Should it be someone else like Shavkat Rakhmonov? All discussions are open, and thank you for watching. This is Bubba Watts. This is Bubba Watts.
You on a camper, man, that shit make you low. Just like your ego, see how far it will go. It's down the stream, that shit will guide to the flow. It's with importance that you probably know that this is conflict you're about to expose.